I thought the experience was very satisfying in the sense that we were being encouraged to self-reflect and really think about ourselves. As educators, we spend so much of our time trying to validate and encourage our students or other teachers, and oftentimes we lose that part of ourselves. And it was just good to be encouraged to focus on ourselves and managing and coping for ourselves and really being a better person on the inside.
I like the SEEDS program because it made myself reflect inside of me why I react to certain situations, and in that situation, why. It brought about that why am I reacting this way, and it made me very aware of how I react every day now. I use it all the time. I found it enlightening to make myself aware of my reaction to people and circumstances, and I truly appreciated that awareness. It also helped me reflect on others, the empathy, to bring out the empathy and that awareness towards others. I enjoyed the fun part of dancing. That was just so much fun, the group dancing. It was fun. At the same time, you brought around the awareness of seriousness of our reactions to others.
Yes, I would certainly recommend the program to anyone. I think in particular I can speak to educators, and I believe that by participating we became closer as a staff, as a team, and it's just good for all of us, I think, to become more self-aware.
I would recommend it across the field, business especially. I'm a business-oriented person, but in hospitals, CPAs, any kind of business where you're working with a group of people every day and you don't know how that affects, and every day that grind. And I believe that would be an asset to any business. Educators, yes, because we all feel that stress, but same kind of stress as educators, so would businesses and even hospitals. Definitely the healthcare field, I could see benefiting from this program immensely.
Keep going. One of the things I learned about I experienced from the SEEDS training is that it gives me more empowerment to do what I have been doing, to be more self-aware and to be, I guess, emotionally aware of what is going on with me. So therefore I can start curbing some of the issues of stress. It leads to a better quality of life for me, reduces a lot of my stress, and then I begin to enjoy and spend time on the things that really make me happy and that make my life worthwhile. I definitely would recommend the SEEDS training to somebody else or a coworker or different organizations, simply because it allows you not a complaint and gripe session about your coworkers or just to let out frustrations, but it allows you ways to help cope. And these days we need mechanisms and resources in order for us to be able to share in a positive way, and therefore we can get along better and work better together in a cooperative.
During my 5 weeks of cultivating seeds, I realized that I spend more time thinking about the things that I have to do and the issues around me. I spend more time thinking about those things than I do thinking about myself. And I put myself on the back burner, and I believe that that's why I kind of let things go in my life, or I'm not as happy as I feel like I would love to be. So since I've started making sure that I do more things for myself to make me a happier me and make me more comfortable in the skin that I'm in. Yes, I would recommend cultivating seeds to others. I actually already have. I told people about the the rubber band activity. I told them a lot about our program, that I started journaling And people are like, oh, that seems, I said, no, it's honestly helping me a lot. So I was just talking about it over the weekend to a group of people. So I would definitely invite others to take this class.
5 weeks of being a part of this program, I have learned so much. It has caused me to be able to do a lot of reflection to the self-management techniques that was shared by Dr. Larius. I started journaling, which was very useful. I found it to be very effective in that I was able, at the end of the day, to purposefully reflect on my actions, and I was also able to compare that with my values, and in doing so I became better aware of myself, and at the same time it provided me an avenue to make changes to my value system and to make sure that my actions were purposeful. I was better able to be in control of myself, what I do, and it just reminded me not to be managed by others, but to use various strategies. And as I mentioned earlier, journaling was just awesome. Also, another strategy that I was introduced to was the rubber band, which helped me to remain positive. And it sounds simple, but it's actually very effective because your thoughts are just so powerful in your action and the outcome of so many situations. So just being able to wear that rubber band, and it helps me to be aware of the negative thoughts that were taking over my mind and that was affecting situations in my surrounding, and so that helps. And of course, I paired that always with the journaling. So at the end of the day, I would write the negative thoughts that were coming up and how I was able to redirect those through the rubber band. And I was positively reinforced because the outcomes were awesome. And so I will continue to use this strategy as I go forward.
Cultivating Seeds was a very positive experience. For me, the journaling was also tremendous. It helped me to understand me and the reasons why I think the way that I do, or even respond the way that I do, because I did the why. Why do I feel this way? Why am I responding this way? Why did what this individual say make me respond or feel the way that I do? And it helped me get down to the root of some of the causes of emotions or even reactions. And so this was just a very beneficial and productive experience. Would I recommend Cultivating Seeds to others? Absolutely, in any environment, but particularly in the educational environment, because we do not live in a bubble, and because we do have to interact with others. It's so important that we understand ourselves and we understand the reason we feel and believe the way that we do, and even understand how our backgrounds, our upbringing, and our environment impacts that, so that we can then understand how to relate to others. And in an educational field, working with children on a daily basis, this is just crucial. It is just so crucial to be able to even model this for the children, because we're next to the parents, we're raising the children, and so we need to be able to understand ourselves, understand others, understand and be able to model for students the appropriate way to interact and even understand themselves in relation to their teachers, their classmates, and even family members. So absolutely, I would 100% recommend SEEDS program to any other school or any other organization.
Okay, I would definitely recommend the SEED program, and I I think it should not be, this is something that should be a part of teacher education. This is something that I think should be done before teachers even enter the classroom, so it should be a part of the programs that are offered in the teacher education program. It is just dynamic, and especially for teachers, because we're modeling these behaviors every day for our students. And I think there should even be a mini program for children so they can learn these skills from they're young, and so as they grow it becomes a part of who they are, so they can know what ticks them, why they respond in a particular way, and just learn to realize that ultimately they are in control and they should not be controlled by others. So I definitely would recommend this program.